Okay, y'all, I promised you that we'd be doing some more ice cream with summer coming up. So my kids this time, I've been letting them choose which ice cream we have. They chose Butterfinger, and I gotta be honest, they kind of nailed it with this one. It came out so good, and I think a lot of the flavor and the creaminess really came from the powdered Jello pudding mix here and the evaporated milk. Like the combination between it all with the Butterfinger, oh, it comes out so good. Okay, anyways, focus. So we're gonna go and add all this to the bowl. The full recipe will be down below in the description so you can see measurements, times, anything like that. It's so easy. It's so much more simpler than you think to make ice cream. I promise you guys, it's not as complicated as you think it is, especially if you have an ice cream machine like you'll see later on in this video. So simple. So we're gonna go ahead and add these ingredients, and then we'll go ahead and go to the next step. Okay, I've said it before and I will say it again. When you use vanilla in ice cream, it is so important to use pure actual vanilla and not the fake imitation kind. It will change your flavor of your ice cream dramatically. So I highly suggest spending a little bit more and getting that actual pure vanilla. You'll thank me later, I promise. Okay, so now that we've got everything added, we're gonna go ahead and whisk this, and you will see some clumps. That's okay, don't worry too much about it. That's from the pudding mix there. So we're just gonna work that out as much as we can. And then before we add it to the machine, I'm gonna whisk it again really well. And then you'll see I'll add about half of it in there, and then I'll whisk some more just to get those lumps out. Now comes the sweet part, the Butterfinger. So I gave my son this job, he just crushed it. Okay. Anyways, so he crushed up all these Butterfingers. This is what we're going to add later on in the ice cream. We're going to go put our bowl in here, which I said before, we keep in the freezer so we can make ice cream at the drop of a dime anytime we want. Okay, so now that our machine is put together, we're going to go ahead and add this mixture. It's been chilling in the fridge for a few hours. You want to make sure that it's already nice and cold going into the mixture. That's very important. And as you turn it on, you're going to slowly pour it in. And like I said, I'm going to pour about half of it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix some of those clumps out, and then I'm going to pour it back in. Those clumps do come out, so like I said, don't stress too much about it. Just get them out the best that you can. Once it's in the machine, we're going to let this churn for about 25 or so minutes. And you can see this is how it started, and then this is how it is about 25 minutes in. Once it gets to this nice, thick, creamy consistency, this is when we're going to start to slowly add these Butterfinger chunks here that you see. Now, it does start to kind of overflow a little bit, so I sometimes will mix a little bit in there, take it out, mix a little bit more by hand, but I do the best that I can to get it all mixed in the bowl here. As you can see, my daughter can't contain her excitement and is begging for ice cream. Their favorite part is licking this little part here, and they get a little sample of how the ice cream comes out, so that's what she's patiently waiting for there. We're going to go ahead and scrape this all out, give it to your kid if you so choose. Don't let them lick it. We're going to mix the last part of these little pieces in here, and then we're going to go and transfer it to these ice cream bowls that I found. I got these on Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. I love them. They fit very well in the freezer. They're perfect. They're nice and compact, and they stack very well. So I put half of the ice cream in, and I did keep a little bit of that Butterfinger crushed aside, and I sprinkled it in the middle and then layered it with some more ice cream, and then I'm going to sprinkle it again on top. So you don't have to do this, but I do love the way that it came out after it was done. We're going to sprinkle all this on. We're going to put the lids on, and then we're going to go ahead and refrigerate this for a couple hours until it kind of sets and gets a little firm. And there you go. You have some homemade Butterfinger ice cream. This came out so good. If you try it, let me know below. And if there's a request that you have that you want to see for ice cream, also let me know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.